What's up, everybody? Look at us. It's your boys. The Crush is in the building. I'm going with the glass look again. Make sure got the Scully on. You know how we do it, man.
The greatest villain ever, baby.
Yeah, man, he's tough. He's tough, man. One of my favorites too.
May the fourth be with you, baby.
One of my favorites too, man. Darth Vader be doing that thing.
Darth Vader, man. Darth Vader, that dude, dog.
That thing. And I like the way they made him in the ones after the Star Wars, like them side movies, how powerful he was. Darth Vader
right.
Darth Vader was a bad dude, man. You know what it is, boy. It's your boys, man. We got a great show today, man. We got so much to talk about, Mace. I know you've been talking about it, man, but I'm gonna give my little opinion about ATL, man. I got to, man. I got to give a little opinion. I'm sure you're gonna ask me, so I got to give you.
Yeah, no, I'm not. Not only am I gonna ask you, I'm gonna kind of just share the funny phone call that you gave me the night of the draft, because I think what people don't know is the night of the draft, you were working. You were covering the Hawks Celtics.
I'm watching the game. I'm like, huh?
Yeah. And on your way to the house after the game, you give me a phone call and you like, bro, I'm over here by Sweet Lounge. And I thought about doing a Maceo Herd.
We're going to tell you what a Maceo Herd is, because it was one of the funniest moments of the Crush. We got to talk about it. But yeah, Maceo, I got to start with this, man. Mike Budenholzer was fired after 2 years after winning the title, Mace.
Yeah.
I'm okay. From what I remember about Budenholzer in Atlanta, we started covering when he was the coach. He's tough to deal with. He's not everybody's guy. He's tough. There's always rumors about Budenholzer, and now I don't know if he was falling out of favor with the Bucks. I gotta ask you, man. Did this surprise you today?
This totally surprised me, dude. It caught me off guard because we're in an era where it's truly what have you done for me lately? And so if you just always think about we talk about, this coach on the hot seat, that coach on the hot seat. We never ever heard Coach Bud's name on the hot seat.
Never.
And shout out to Terrence Aubrey. What up, T? Yeah, you can't fire a guy 2 years away from winning the championship. But you know what this tells me, Glaze? And you and I talk about this all of the time. The NBA is truly a players' league. And maybe, just maybe, the biggest star in his locker room went to management and say, listen, enough is enough. We can't deal with this guy no more. It's time for us to move on. That's the only reason I can see him being removed today. Like it just didn't make no sense.
You're right, man, because they had to go to Giannis and say, we're thinking about making a move. Because Giannis is your dude. Was in the top 3 MVP this year. If he's got a guy that he connects with and they about to fire him, they got to be like, wait a minute, we got to check with Giannis. And Giannis must have been like, all right, man, I'm good with that.
I'm good.
Because I can't understand it, dude. I'm like, but like you said, we know who on the hot seat.
Right.
We know. We didn't see this one. 2 years. The man just won a title with Milwaukee.
Yeah.
The first time they won one since Kareem and the Big O.
The Big O, baby. The Big O.
And y'all already like, we're Milwaukee. Y'all aren't a big franchise. Milwaukee, you got a great player. You built around the great player. Yeah. And I'm sitting there like, this is a Giannis. I hate to say that because look, Atlanta.
It's a superstar call.
Yeah, it is. And you got to be that. And right, Mo, I was going to say the same thing. You didn't have Middleton all year. He was just getting back right, which is your number 2 guy. I'm sorry, he's your number 2 guy.
Yeah.
Bobby is cool. Bobby Portis is cool and all that, but you got your number 2 guy was hurt all year.
Yeah.
But I'm sitting there like, they had to go to Giannis and was like, what you think?
What you think, Giannis?
Yeah. And Giannis had to be. And if you don't think that's the way, why you think Atlanta has went through 3 coaches in the last 4 years? Trae Young. And what has Trae Young been saying every time you go to the press conference? Me and Quinn, we connect. I'm like, well, God dang, you just throwing everybody else on the
For now.
Yeah. Quinn's my guy.
Yeah, Quinn, my guy. Yeah, Quinn, my guy.
Many of these superstars, man, if they don't like it, they ain't connecting. And I'm like, and Giannis, of course, it's I had nothing to do with it. I'm shocked, just like Giannis. Yeah. They had to call you, bro. They do. They call these superstars, man, before it is.
Yeah, Terrence, I totally agree. If bringing a chip to Milwaukee, I mean, no, people don't even remember when Ray Allen and Big Dog was in Milwaukee.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they bought a champion. Coach Bud bought a championship to Milwaukee. And like you just said, Glade, 2 years later, this man is unemployed.
By the way,
man, the NBA tough.
By the way, he had the best record in basketball this year without Middleton the whole year. He just had a few players. And you funny, Mike, Stevie. That's one of Bud's things, too. Bud had a rough year. He lost his brother during the playoffs, or a family member during the playoffs. So
right.
Bud might be hitting the bottle again. We don't know. We can't confirm or deny that. I've seen Bud a few times. But, you know, I just think it's weird, man. This NBA, I don't know what Milwaukee wants. I don't know who they're going after. You know, so they might be going after Nurse. That's the name I'm hearing already early.
Right.
Because he just got fired from another guy that got fired from Toronto, 3-4 years later after winning the title?
Right. Right.
Yeah. What is going on? We want one title in Atlanta. We just this what we want. Toronto won one. Milwaukee won one. They fired their coaches. I'm like, God dang, you can't even keep your coach after winning one. We just want one in the ATL, man. And y'all got one, and you find your coaches a few years later, man.
That's crazy, dog. It's crazy.
What you got for me, man?
Crazy. So let's start with this word in these NFL media streets. Tom Brady, he just may walk away from his Fox deal. He don't seem to be too interested in doing TV. If you remember last year, it was reported that he signed a 10-year, $375 million deal to become the top play-by-play guy for Fox. But now it seems that he may not want this deal, Emmanuel EGlaze. And so, you know, with this word speculate, you know what the other word behind it is. Maybe he want to come back and play football. Your thoughts, Emmanuel EGlaze?
I never bought into Tom Brady calling games. He seemed bored to me, and it just could be me. I looked at him, but you know, they stick people up there like our guy from Carolina Panthers, the tight end.
Yeah.
When they were talking about he's gonna be a Fox 8, the A team, I was like, him? I talked to him in person. He doesn't impress me. And I just think he's the one. You're right. Everybody think broadcasters should get up there and talk trash. You got to interview people. You got to be in that city early. You got to you got to watch film like you're about to play.
Like you got to play. You got to prep just like you play. Right, right.
You can't just walk up in there thinking I'm Tom Brady. I'm just going to call the game. Everybody think what Tony Romo do is he just come out the foot. No, Tony has researched the whole week about the team he about to call. And he has to load a lot of things. So Brady don't seem interested in doing that. And maybe seeing Giselle at the Met Gala might have threw him off a little bit. He was like, dang, she is fine. And he might have just been thrown off a little bit. He might be, hey, hold up. Maybe I need to rethink this whole thing right quick because she really fine. I mean, Giselle looking good.
Fine.
She fine. She look good at the Met Gala, look refreshed. And he might be a little bit thrown off. But I'm you know, and I hope he don't come back. It's don't do it, man. I think, you know, it don't do it. But I wouldn't be surprised he pull out, man. It doesn't look like something Tom is interested in.
Right.
Tom's good at quarterbacking, but he don't look like he's a media guy. His interviews aren't the greatest when he does interviews with, you know, when people interview him. They just seem kind of dry. They kind of do this, and everybody think because he got a great work ethic on the field, it's gonna work off the field. It doesn't. Troy Aikman is good. Troy Aikman is the best out there, man. Everybody know Tony Romo, but I like Troy. That's why he got a big deal at ESPN. So it is. I don't think Brady was my guy to go there. I think you can't just stick any guy up there who think they know the play. Yeah, it don't work for everybody. You got the mic ain't for everybody, man.
You hit on all my points. I actually was dreading it. When they said put the word out that he was going to take a year off. I was like, good, take a couple of more, Tom, because I can't see him holding that microphone like you just said. The prep that goes into Wednesday for a Sunday game. These guys are they travel Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday have pregame. You know, then Sunday is the actual game.
Yeah,
and he's probably like, if I'm gonna do all that, I might as well still play.
Exactly.
So he never struck me as a media guy. You know, everybody tell these stories about he just, you know, he's a great guy in the locker room and he's okay. That all that's fine and good, but that don't translate from him on your TV 3 hours every Sunday.
No.
Nah, miss me with that, Tom. Miss me with that.
If you start looking for other people to do your job and you tarnish your legacy like that, man, he can't talk for real. How he win? Sure. Hey, Maceo, we're going to keep it going in the NFL, man. I didn't get a chance to ask you this. I want to talk to you about it. Your thoughts. Lamar finally got the bag. I'm sure you've talked about it a few times. But does this make him – what type of pressure does it put on him to win now, or it doesn't matter if he got the bag? What are your thoughts on it?
Hey, real quick, shout out to AD. I got down at Lakeland. He said he was concerned about us when young Patterson was out there on the loose over down there at Midtown. AD, we was far away from that Glaze, way in Kennesaw.
Yeah,
I'm way down on the south side. I don't go downtown for nothing.
You know, crazy thing though, they locked the building I usually work out of. It was one of the buildings he was close to. They locked it down. Not my work, but my other job. They locked it down. So he was right there at Galleria near the Braves. That's where my office is at. One of my offices is at.
Lord, have mercy.
People I got in the office today, they were like, man, we couldn't leave. They locked us down. They locked the doors. I'm like, wow.
Bro, crazy. But yeah, AD, we good, man. We good. We appreciate that, man. Lamar Jackson. So, you know, I've been saying this for like a year now, maybe two. One or two things were going to happen.
Yep.
He was either going to get a deal, he was going to play on the franchise tag, and he was going to prove to Baltimore that he was worthy of the money. Baltimore has basically built their entire franchise around Lamar Jackson.
Right. So
you wasn't going with Tyler Huntley. You wasn't going with Tyler Huntley.
No.
You didn't draft a quarterback.
No.
So it was Lamar or bust.
Yeah.
Now that Lamar has the bag, now Lamar has to prove that he can play all 17 games.
Yeah.
And he can lead this team to a Super Bowl because he got that kind of money for one reason, to lead that team to a Super Bowl. And that's going to be, now that the bag is secured, as the youngins like to say, bag secured, now he has to prove week in and week out that he can be the guy. You see Pat Mahomes already got 2. You know, old Joey B in Cincinnati, he coming. I don't know. I think the boy out of LA a tad bit overrated, but I mean, you know, he up next. Yeah. But Lamar has to prove that he is worthy of this money. And we know every time these guys sign these big contracts, now here come all the extra criticism that come with said contract. But I'm glad Lamar got paid. He deserved it. I think the thing that helped the most, once Jalen Hurts' contract was signed, the quarterback market was reset. So now we know what these quarterbacks are going to get. Deshaun Watson, aberration, one-time deal, throw that out the window. Now quarterback salaries are back in line.
You know what's funny about that, Mace? I'm hoping we can talk about Lamar the same way we talk about Pat. Pat got the big check. Everybody, oh my God, why you buy Pat that much, get that much money to Pat? Guess what? Pat went and won. He played the games. He played all 17, won him a championship. Yeah. I hope it works for the young fella, man. I hope it really does, because like you said, it's a different conversation now. We ain't screaming about
and like AD just said, he finna get the Dak Prescott treatment.
Yeah. Yeah. It's gonna be every press conference. You are the highest paid player. We don't want to hear you don't want to hit. You got Odell Beckham. We don't want to hear no excuses. It's your team, it's your thing. You know, Pat Mahomes walking in there every day confident. Yeah, I'm getting another check too, guys. Just be ready. When the next one run out, I'm getting another one. I'm gonna show y'all
I'm back up, baby.
Yeah, I'm gonna show y'all my trophies. And that's what I'm hoping with Lamar, man, because he's in that AFC, Mace.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's a lot of greatness out there in the AFC, man. What are you gonna do when they come at him, man? And like you said, Joe Burrow's in this same conference. Joe ain't going nowhere. Buffalo got them a guy.
Yeah.
City got them a guy. So what are you gonna do, man? And I hope that he understands the work. The work ain't over. It really just
it just started. But you know what I want to see from Lamar, though? Glaze, in all honesty, man, I watched his presser today, and I know he is his own guy. I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
I need Lamar to do something with the hair. I need Lamar to do something with the hair because you look at all the other quarterbacks, and again, hey, that'll be different. I get it, but again, the big piece that Lamar is missing, he's not getting any endorsement. Lamar should be in commercials. Lamar, it's a lot of other stuff Lamar should be doing. He should be getting more than the football money. Like Dak on TV all day,
all the time.
Jalen Hurts gonna be on TV all day, but these are, good looking, clean cut guys. Lamar coming up with the come on, Lamar. Come on,
like
Lamar.
We be looking like ASAP Rocky when he walks in. Like, God dang, bro, come on, man. We need you not to look like it. And I hate to be that dude too, but make sure at that money, we don't want you just to be a quarterback, man. We want you to be you're a franchise now.
No,
we're the Lamar Jackson franchise. We want you to be. We expect to see you for that money. I should be pulling up a commercial. You should be riding the Cadillac or something. Going by you a new Cadillac, like, you know what I'm saying? You got to be ready for those commercials now, man. But he and hate to say that was why they slowed. They didn't want to give him the money that fast either.
Right.
They were looking at him. Can he be not only the quarterback of the franchise, but can he be the face of the franchise? It's a lot of things, man. And look, I hate to be that dude. He need to get that guy, that person that's going to tell him. And somebody just need to look at it and be like, bro, cut the fake braid. Why? We know you. That's your culture, blah, blah, blah. We trying to be a franchise there. We want you to be the guy.
Don't you want to get to the money? Like you got to the money, but don't you want to make this everlasting money do? Because this gonna stop.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
One injury. I hate to say this. You can get injured. Something can happen. It's not fully guaranteed. You got a lot of it guaranteed, but
you got a lot of it guaranteed. He got the bag, baby. As the kids say, he got the bag.
But I'm just like, dog. I'm wonderful with him. And look, I'm the one always say you think, but. Man, get the thing shaped tight, look tight, man. Wear suits to press conferences, quit wearing the you know what I'm saying? It's a business now. This is a business. This is not to play football in high school. This is business now.
Yeah, man. You don't play receiver or DB.
No, you are
or a linebacker. You are the quarterback. You QB1.
And we're not saying it because we're trying to mute your mic. We want you to be able to be in the mic a ton. We're ready for you to make. You should be making double that in endorsements. You should be triple. You should be Madison Avenue's guy right now. You should be. Yeah, man. It's
because Dak getting it. Dak is getting it.
And Dak ain't went to the Super Bowl yet. He getting it. Dak is like Jalen Hurts 1 year got the bag and already know. You see how clean he is now? He cut all that stuff off. He got the nice fade. Got him a nice group around him. If you didn't learn anything from LeBron, make sure your team is tight and your image is tight because it's gonna make you money. It's money out there. Go get it, man. Okay, what you got for me, dog?
So we got to go back to the NBA because tonight, game 2, Warriors, Lakers. The Lakers use those big bodies. They dominated inside. Golden State shot entirely too many threes. I know that's their offense, but at some point, you can't whine about free throws when you shoot 3. Ain't nobody fouling you way out there. If you ain't going to the cup,
shoot them all the time. Go ahead. I'm good. Yeah.
So I mean, your thoughts on game 2. What can Golden State do different tonight to make this thing 1-1 as they head back to Hollywood?
One of their big men's got to step up to do something, man. It's got to be something, and you're going to see probably a heavy dose. I can't think of the kid named the small forward that went there last year.
Looney?
No.
Oh, you talking about what's called? I can't think
former first round pick. I can't think of his name from Canada.
Yeah.
You're going to get a heavy dose of him tonight because he's going to probably get the ball and have to drive. They need to get on that line. They got to stabilize it. The one thing I didn't know about this Laker team, they're long.
Oh, yeah.
For them to be able to stick a 6'9" guy on Steph, I'm like, I didn't know he was that tall. He's long, and he disrupted a lot of the space Steph usually get. And once they made the right moves to get in front of them, they're longer than Sacramento. And honestly, Mace, if you get this type of AD, they in trouble. This is the guy that this is the guy that made the 75th team.
Right. That AD game 1 AD.
Is I didn't know how small Golden State was until I saw AD. AD he like 7'5" out there.
Right.
Compared to all that. I thought AD was like 7. How tall is AD? But that's how small they look, and this is not what every analyst has been saying. Hey man, this ain't your boy, the white kid from Sacramento. What's his name? This.
Herder.
No, the big tall guy.
You talking Sabonis.
Sabonis. They say, hey, this ain't Sabonis. You can put when this AD play is hard a bit, but the Lakers, they have to control the pace against this team. You can shoot threes all day. Lakers only shot 6 threes, man. Yeah, and still won.
No, it wasn't no need, dog, because they were pounding that thing inside. AD, I agree with you. Draymond Green got to show up.
It got to.
Draymond Green got to show up. And when we say show up, Draymond got to get them like 15 points.
Yeah.
He can't be out here with 5 points and, 6 assists and you know what I'm saying?
2 ticks.
Like,
they can't be
come on, dude. Hey, Draymond, I know you want to go play for the Lakers, but you'll be free agent all season. Like,
just get us through this season.
Right. You play for the defending champs. Like, do your part.
Get through this season first before you go play.
Do your part.
God dang.
We gonna send you over there. Don't worry.
You going? Just get us through this season.
We know that's your boy. You know what I'm saying? We know y'all. Y'all podcast.
Yeah, man.
You and Rich Paul and Adele. Y'all. Y'all double date. We know all that.
Hang out. You saw Jack Nichols. You saw him. You want to hang out with Jack. You saw Jack back. Come on. But he got to. They got to, Mace. That inside game got to do something to get, because of LeBron and AD and those big guys. Even Huey. Whatever I can't say his name, right? I don't mess it up. They were just too big for the Lakers. They didn't really put nobody, Gabriel, all that stuff, man. They played bigger than Golden State. And you always say you can shoot yourself into it. You can't just shoot. Not when they can put a 6 guy, 9 guy on you.
Yeah.
And somebody else got to show up more in just shooting. Clay got to be able to do something else. He's 6'6", man. He got to be able to take somebody to the hole. He got to do something.
Clay almost 6'8". Don't jump off his height. Don't jump off his height.
That's what I'm saying, man.
But you know who got to really show up, Glaze?
Who?
Jordan Poole, Robin. But I wish I had my ski mask, because that was Jordan Poole out there doing. I wish I had my Poole shiesty, because I'll pull it down, because that was Jordan Poole out there doing that. When he took that last shot up.
I thought going to bed. I thought Steph was LeBron when he was looking at J.R. Smith. What? Steph just dropped the head like, that man took one from the logo. He didn't even have to take it from the logo. He could have took 3 steps in and shot the ball. He took it from the logo.
Oh yeah. Golden State. Hey, Golden State. Dear Golden State. Don't wear them uniforms no more.
Yeah,
please. Them uniforms are terrible.
Yeah. Typical, you got the brand new stadium. Don't mix in that way.
Terrible. Dude, either go with your whites.
Oh yeah.
Go with that blue. I even like the one that say the Bay.
You know what though?
But that's Sean John looking thing.
That's championship white. Go back to your championship white. You need to get back to your championship
crispy. White. But when did the NBA? Because okay, here go my get off my lawn moment. But it used to be a time where you were white at home.
Yeah.
You were dark on the road.
Yeah, that's how it was.
You wore white shoes during the regular season.
Yeah.
Playoffs, you wore black shoes.
Yeah.
These jokers, like the Lakers, AD out here playing in red shoes. All right, listen, y'all. I know. Old man, get off my lawn. Yeah, no swag. None of that. I get it. But damn, man, like we used to get excited for like when the playoff shoes used to come out.
Yeah.
Like, they had a regular season shoe, they had an all-star shoe, and then they had a playoff shoe.
Yeah. And Maceo, you knew when your team was good because they wore their jerseys 4 times because you had the home court advantage. That crispy white. You knew when you wore the crispy white, you had the home court advantage. Now they be wearing the off. We real old school, Antoine. I mean, it is what it is.
The city did, and listen, I listen, y'all. I know they're trying to sell jersey, but Golden State, I ain't seen nobody wear that jersey.
And look,
nobody.
All your championships are crispy white or the blue. That's it. That's the championship colors. Ain't no other colors. Quit with all the other stuff, man. That's with all stuff. Let me ask you this, man. I'm gonna keep it in the NBA, sir. You told me this. I went back and saw a clip 3 years ago, 2 years ago, whenever it was. we've been doing this so long. I asked you, Maceo, who would you rather have? You Embiid or Jokic? You said Embiid, didn't even blink, Embiid. And now he's the MVP, and now everybody got a problem with it. Maceo, did Embiid deserve the MVP, sir?
Hell yeah, Embiid deserved the process, deserved the MVP. He the process.
He the process.
First of all, Embiid actually makes his team better.
Yeah.
Jokic do not make them better. He just don't. You know, it's him and Murray. It's a little two-man game. Yeah. Sorrow, Michael Porter. Oh my God, Michael Porter Jr.
What he saw?
Oh my God,
he's just 6'10", ready to get hurt.
Christ, he's sorry. I know Jokic like, man, get him out of here.
Hurt. Big man don't even last a half a season no more. But go ahead though, man.
Oh man, but Embiid, if you just look at Embiid's game, I mean, it's such an all-around fundamental game. And I get mad at him sometimes when he don't get on that block enough, but he's so skilled. Now he's so skilled. I mean, he can shoot that three, but he's most effective when he get in that paint because he can give you, he got everything in his game.
Yeah.
Fall away, give you the pull up. I mean, no, Embiid legit. Embiid probably should have won about 2 years ago. Embiid probably should have won MVP.
Yeah.
But this one was well deserved. I hate that his partner James Harden showing up to pregame and these crazy outfits that he wearing now. Like, I mean, James Harden, come on, man. You taking away from Embiid's shine, man. Just put on the Adidas jogging suit or something. That junk you had on the other day, man. Terrible.
That first game, he had 4 denim shirts and 4 denim jeans sewed together and made one big outfit. I was like,
AD, I like Jokic, but I'm telling you, the process makes his team better, man. I watch Jokic, and sometimes I feel like a one-man band. I feel like he David Ruffin. I feel like he David Ruffin. You know what I'm saying? And now that Jamal Murray kind of finally getting held, Jamal, like, hey man, pass Otis the ball too, man. Otis got game too. But he David Ruffin, man.
He David Ruffin. And the power forward pretty good too for Denver too. He's pretty good. He does a lot too. Yeah. Jokic is a great player. I'm not going to say that, but I think Embiid was and I think that's what got it for me. AD Embiid is more of a power presence in defense. I think both of them on offense, they can put up points. They can do it a little bit all, but on defense, Embiid he's going to make you pay if you're running that too much. Now, Embiid will take a game off because of knee soreness. God dang, knee soreness is like, usually playing back in the day would get knee sore and they put ice on and they ready to go the next game. Knee soreness keeping cats out the whole game now. But now, man, I think I'm glad to see Embiid get it. I thought he should have got a couple years ago. I don't think the league could have been able to say giving Jokic the MVP 3 times when Jordan or LeBron never got it 3 times. How would you explain that? He was. Yeah. I know he's a power player. He's a great player, but for him to get it 3 years straight when you got players, not.
Hey, I'm not tripping tonight, man.
But it would have been tough for me to see that, man. But I look, man, Jokic's gonna be his guy. I'm ready to see what they do. That's gonna be an interesting series. Phoenix. I was going to say this. I'm going to go ahead into it. I looked at CP3, and the first thing I heard in my head was Maceo say, "See, I told you, Glaze.
Bruh.
I told you, Glaze."
Bruh, you lucky 2 Chips had me doing a project because, boy, I had started texting you. Boy, you going to listen to your boy, man.
And then the CP3 went out. I was like, oh.
That's all, no. Bruh, we sat here on this show 2 weeks ago. I told you, I looked at the calendar. I said, you know what? Yeah, it's about that time. It's time for CP3 to miss about 2-3 games.
When you said, I was like, when I saw it, I was like, damn, here it come. And he pulled, and he be just getting injuries and walk off the court like, I'm out. I'm like, hey, can you see if you can stretch it out or something, CP? He just walk off the court. I'm out. I felt my groin. What dang?
Now Embiid had on like a Tom Brady brace last night. They got to figure out that brace thing because I see Mitch just checked in. The Celtics just ran them out the gym last night.
Yeah,
I'm talking about this random slap out the gym. Speaking of NBA, and AD, this your fault, AD, because I would have never seen this if you hadn't commented on it. But you know, it's some thing out there in the street where a lot of LeBron fans are mad that he didn't receive any MVP votes. They say that's blasphemous. I'm like, come on, guys. Like, and y'all know I don't even get into that stuff. But it was funny that, like, I mean, why would y'all think he would get MVP votes?
It was ridiculous. I didn't know that stat that he went with. How many years getting at least one vote, like 19 or something crazy like that?
Yeah. But I mean,
it was crazy. But it's the league is LeBron this has probably been his year. He said, I'm gonna wait to see what I can do in the playoffs. I don't think he was really, he took some, he was hurt a little bit. I'm not surprised by it because honestly, the league still waiting on. They was a 7th seed. They got into the play game. That probably hurt them a little bit. But, I'm not surprised. But this is, I'm sure LeBron is like, I need a title now. The MVP vote is cool. I wasn't in there. A couple of years ago, he should have been higher in the MVP vote. But that's just there. But this year, I think he 7th seed hurt him. AD being out, they had a bunch of changes in the lineup. So it looked like the Lakers in chaos, and that kind of it still falls on him at 38 years old.
But it's crazy, Glaze, because he technically was out for the year, and then all of a sudden they made a push, and then all of a sudden he was healthy again. I mean,
your knee gets better with winning, man. Winning makes your knee better.
I mean, I'm not gonna say nothing because y'all know I stay neutral. I stay out of those arguments. I know it's people who make posts every day. And it's one dude, I forgot I had him on snooze, but he back now. So I got to put him back on snooze because the first thing I seen was him making a, one of those posts. I'm like,
they be quick too, bro. They put them on.
They sensitive.
And every time you put them on snooze, they pop up. You scare you. You be like, oh, where you come from? I didn't see that post in 30 days.
Hey, I was like, the first thing that popped up on his post was a doggone. I mean, yeah. I'm not gonna give that much juice. Let's go into this. Right. Your guy, Aaron Rodgers is. I mean, he's playing nice. He's at OTAs. He's getting to know Garrett Wilson. He got his boy Randall Cobb to New York City. He's showing up to the Knicks games. He was at the New York Rangers game. Him and Sauce met Jessica Alba. You know what I'm saying? Aaron Rodgers, man, your thoughts on what Aaron Rodgers doing in his initial foray into New York City?
He trying to play the city, but we know Aaron gonna be Aaron. And look, man, you know what? Let me just say this about this whole thing, man. It feel like Joe Montana going to Kansas City, man. It feel like it just too late. It feels too late. It feels too late right now. I'm seeing all this. He's trying to win New York because you have to win New York. They don't play that. You have to be at the Knicks game. You got to be dapping up people. You got to play in a certain area. But I just feel like, man, it going to be, I don't, Aaron, to what they thinking they going to get from him, I don't know, man. I just, but he's doing the right thing, but y'all will get problems. New York, you will get problems from Aaron. You will get problems from Aaron. He will miss something. He will go to the media and say something. He will go on one of these talk shows and say something. He's going to say something that's going to piss New York off. New York ain't Green Bay. New York is not Green Bay. That pay sick is still on point, and they still talk trash. Their media is different.
They want all the smoke, as everybody like to say. They want all the smoke.
Green Bay. Wisconsin is not the same than that New York, baby. And you supposed to be the number 1 team over the Giants. Oh, man, you finna sell all these jerseys and then stink it up and then won't show up to practice. And then he talking about at first, I'm going to do some of the OTA. Now he's showing up. Hey, man, Look, man, you are the guy they think going to take them to a Super Bowl. Boy. I don't know what part of the AFC that going to go down for them to go up, but that's just me. That's just me. I'm looking like, okay, he's supposed to do what with those quarterbacks in the AFC?
Malik ain't going to like them comments right there, Glaze.
I know. Hey, look, Malik, we all got to come to something every now and then, man. We just all got to be. Sometimes you just look and say, oh, he can't do it no more. And some people can't. Look, you know how hard it be for 2 years ago to see Matt Ryan couldn't do it no more? When his 10-yard outs looked like they were 6 yards too short. Do you know how it hurt me? Or he couldn't throw that fly route. His fly route looked like a slant route because they were going across the field instead of down the sideline. It hurts, man. it hurts to see your guy not performing at what you thought he can perform. And Aaron, to me, he might shut me up, man. I might have to apologize next year, but I don't think so. New York gonna be mad again. You the Jets.
In New York.
You the Jets. You the
Concrete jungle where dreams are made of.
All right, make sure you're ready to get into this, man. I know you done talked about it.
Let's go.
Lisa already asked me about it. So, Lisa, okay.
Well, first of all, Lisa, this guy was driving home after the game.
Tell him about the story, man. So go ahead, man.
So yeah, he driving home after the game. You know, Maceo. Hey man, I'm sitting over here by Sweet Lounge, man. I'm thinking about doing the you. I say, don't do it, Glaze. Glaze finna go on the roof. Y'all know when the Cowboys drafted Zeke, y'all know I was super sick. I ready to jump off the rooftop at Sweet Lounge. Glaze, hey, 5-6 years later, Glaze in the same situation. The Atlanta Falcons, they take Bijan Robinson with the first pick. I told Glaze 2-3 weeks ago multiple times that was gonna be the pick. He didn't believe his boy, but it's all good, man.
I didn't believe it.
Yo, Glaze, when they finally settled in, now you had a couple of days to think about it, Glaze. You only had a week to think about it now, Glaze, because he got drafted this time last week, Glaze.
Yeah.
How you feel about Bijan?
I think Bijan is, I'm going to give you the political, then I'm getting into that real answer.
Okay.
I think he's a great athlete. He's a great guy. He's going to be a great asset. He's a great piece. But what the Falcons did this year, they got a lot of good, solid pieces. Everybody talking about how great the defense, and this is what I was thinking about, Maceo. When people talk about great defenses, every great defense has that one dog with it, that one leader. That you talking about how great the Baltimore Ravens were. Who was the man dog on that team that they had?
Ray.
When you talk about Tampa Bay, they had dogs from
up
everywhere.
The middle. They had Sapp, Brooks, Lynch up the middle
on that team. This team has some great players that still don't have that one guy we can say that's going to lead the defense. So I don't know if Jalen would have been that guy. I know Jalen was Atlanta doesn't do controversy. We don't do controversy. We don't have
not on the Falcons board, people. He was not on their board.
We don't do controversy. If you got any rap on your sheet, you're not going to be a Falcon. It's not going to happen. Off the blank still is having problems in 2004. It still hurts when he was pushing that man in a wheelchair and he went to jail 6 months later.
Why
Off the blank still got problems.
So bad.
So what I think, Lisa, I think this team will be a nice piece. I don't think Coach Smith is the guy. And if he was the one that they were making these picks, I hope Fontenot is not making mistakes by trying to listen and build a team that he wants. Is Bijan, is he the big boy? No, he's not Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry is a franchise guy. You could put a quarterback that's average around a Derrick Henry, he's going to tote the ball 4 in the time. I don't know if Bijan could do that. And what made me question the pick, Maceo, was the Falcons were the 3rd-ranked rushing team, I think, in the NFL with the guys they had.
Yeah.
I still think we don't know how great Tyler can be. I think Tyler was just getting his feet up under him. And now he has to take a step back for Bijan. So they've already said the Falcons are in the Caleb Williams sweepstakes. Caleb ain't played his senior year at USC yet. They already saying the Falcons got a chance to draft up to get Caleb Williams next year. And I'm like, yeah, that's tough. I think they got some strong pieces, Lisa. I just don't know if they got the guys. I don't see a dog in this fight for them. I don't see a dog on this team. I don't see no dog. I don't see nobody we can say on the offense. We got a tight end a year ago. We got a receiver a year ago. We got some nice, and these guys weren't considered really the top of their. I mean, Bijan was, but you got nice pieces. So I don't know what the Falcon fan. I don't know, and I could be wrong. Make me wrong, Arthur Smith, but I don't think we don't have a dog. We don't have nobody we can say on the defense. We got a good guy we got a good safety. We got a good corner. AJ Terrell is the dog. He's gonna be the guy everybody look to kind of lead that defense. You got Grady Jarrett, and I'm just sitting there like, where's that great team have that dog? Kansas City Travis Kelce and then Pat Mahomes. You see the guys that are winning, they have that dog. Jalen was the dog for them last year.
Yeah.
I don't know what Reddick gonna do. What are he gonna do, Maceo? I don't know what he can do. You putting a lot of emphasis on him.
And it's crazy, Glaze, because I had to talk Pete's off that ledge the other day. I was just like, when we say the Falcons were they were third in rushing, they also had the worst quarterback situation in all the NFL.
It was terrible.
You were basically asking your quarterback, 15 throws is the minimum.
God dang.
Like, dude, teams are chucking the ball 45, 50 times. So now you are going to lead the NFL and you're gonna be top 5 in rushing when all you do is run the ball. So y'all throw that stat away. That stat don't mean nothing. But it's crazy because it may be the case again this year because you almost figuring Ritter is truly a rookie. He's a rookie.
Yeah. That was a what they call a red shirt year.
Yeah. How many times do you think Arthur Smith is going to trust Desmond Ritter to throw the ball? 20. I'm figuring maybe 25 throws a game, and I think that's pushing it. That's pushing it.
And can Arthur Smith make a quarterback better, Maceo? Let's ask that. Who was his quarterback in Tennessee?
Hell, it was old Tannehill.
Can he come in and make a quarterback good enough to throw 25 times again? I don't think his offense is built around that. So I don't know if I trust Smith to make a quarterback better. I don't know if he's got that in him. I don't know if that's something that he can do. So,
well, we do know this though, Glaze. And we don't know. Let me take that back. We don't know. But he got this job because he was a great designer of offense.
Yeah.
He was a guy who understood the passing game, but he understood where I can scheme up these runs that's going to open up the passing game. So maybe him in adding Bijan, maybe I'm going to try to get more one-on-one opportunities for Drake London. I'm going to get more one-on-one opportunities for Kyle Pitts. And now we're going to take an older 84 Cordero Patterson, and we're not going to try to run him as much because, again, just really think about how goofy that is. You had a journeyman who was basically bouncing around the NFL, come in Atlanta and basically be the starting running back. Like, I mean, heck of a player, but I mean, that look crazy. Like, really, that look crazy. Like, 84 back here toting the mail like 25 times. Like, that's crazy. But I mean,
but you know what else, Maceo? You know who can make you look like a genius too? Derrick Henry. 6'3", 250, who can break it. He had a great season after Smith, And look, I'm not saying that the Falcons can't win. Maybe I don't know about these guys as best. I thought the trade they got for the cornerback from Detroit was good. I thought that was good. A nice piece with AJ. I thought the safety was a good pick from Cincinnati. I thought all Bates. But can we get to the quarterback? They got Calais Campbell. Calais has been in the league 15 years. Big boy. Dude, well, he's a vet. They got a lot of picks. And I saw somebody put on Twitter, they spent a lot of money, $50 million on defense this year?
About 70.
But where's the dog? Who's the dog, Mace? Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I might just shut up and listen, like they say. I mean, they're gonna shut up and listen and see. But I don't know if like I said, Bijan may be the best thing that come through Atlanta. They're saying, what's the kid? They say he's another, maybe Saquon, maybe he might be Zeke Elliott. But to me, picking an 8th pick that may be in the NFL, running back lasts 4 years, dog. They last 4 years, bro.
Yeah.
And this is all we're gonna get out of here. 4 or 5 years in a team that's gonna take 3 to 4 years to build up. Yeah. So I don't know, man. Hopefully, but they say we're in the Caleb Williams and Marvin Harrison picks for next year already. So they say the Falcons gonna have a high draft. They may be wrong.
But this was crazy though, Glaze. When we talk about that, like it's almost like if that's your thought process, then the Bijan pick was terrible.
Yeah.
Your Bijan pick was terrible if you're thinking, because basically if you think you're gonna be in the Caleb Williams Sweet State, that means you're going 2-15.
Yeah, you're gonna lose a lot.
3-14, you know what I'm saying? And so that means that, bro, like and again, that can't be the case because that Arthur Smith, I know y'all don't want to believe it. Arthur Smith has to go to the playoffs this year. He has to. This year 3.
Got to.
The NFL, I can't stress this enough, everybody. The NFL is a win now league. People don't have time to build.
No.
You don't have time to build. Say you win the Caleb Williams Sweet State. Well, hell, who gonna coach him? Because it ain't gonna be Arthur Smith. Because if Arthur Smith 3-14, he gonna be packing.
And who gonna draft him? Because Terry gonna be gone too.
Yeah,
gonna be gone too. They have a whole new front office. If they do that,
people gonna be out of here. Like
be gone. So but I'm like I say, man, I could be wrong. Bijan, I still think he's when I saw him on, because Texas, I thought Sarkisian got some good stuff out of him.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was he can do. They say he can do multiple things. He can block. He can catch out the backfield. He can run the rock, which is what you want from a back these days. They got to be 3 down, 4 down backs. But I just don't know if he's, after drafting Pitts, after drafting London, and now you throw up him, are those 3 guys game changers? Can they make a team say, "Wow, we got to stop this talent that the Falcons got"?
Right.
Because they still paying linemen that I was like, oh, he worth all that as a lineman. I'm like, oh God, he got a big deal to be all them sacks he gave up last year. But it's going to see. And I know it's hard for the quarterback because we had Marcus Mariota and people tried to swear that he was going to be good for the Falcons. I was like, have y'all not seen the last 8 years? Have y'all not seen the last 8 years?
I mean, people got to put that spin on it for themselves. They got to make themselves believe. They got to make themselves believe. But I said this, and I'm going to continue to say this. Bijan Robinson is Marshall Faulk. And I'm just leaving it at that.
Ooh, if that's the case, Mace,
I'm leaving it at that.
That's a great pick.
Because he can do he can do everything. You can line him up out wide. I mean, you can line him up out wide, not just in the slot. You can line him up out wide. He run routes like a receiver. He's tough, inside, outside runner. He gonna be able to pass, block. So I made this post on Monday because everybody just all them inboxing. I say, y'all listen. If you don't get the quarterback right, it don't freaking matter who you got. And especially when you talk about, because somebody like, well, ask the Baltimore Ravens. But to your point, the Baltimore Ravens defense was so good, they weren't giving up but 10 points.
And people keep talking about that Baltimore offense. You had Jamal Lewis, who was one of the top players in that whole decade. He was the running back for the decade.
He was all decade too.
And you had Shannon Sharp, who was one of the best tight ends to ever play the game. So you had
he was still in his prime at the time. He was still in his prime.
You had 2 dogs supporting that offense that year. So yeah, it was pretty easy for him on offense because he had to throw. He could just hand it off and throw slant routes to Shannon. So it was a little different then. You're right, Lisa. Kyle Pitts has to have a year this year. He got
to break out. Listen, that unicorn talk, like I told you, I miss me with that.
Yeah.
But this guy has to have dude, he need 1,300 yard receiver. He need a gigantic kill.
You should be easily hard to defend because you shouldn't have a corner that's too small for you and a linebacker should be able to cover you. But we still can't seem to get you open somehow. That still bothers me. I don't know that. Make sure I want to ask you this, sir. Sir, I want to ask you this. I have to ask you about the culture of Atlanta sports. After Trae Young them left the court, and I looked at that team, we covered the Falcons. We covered the Hawks, guys, so that's why we talk about the Hawks. I don't see that team out there being I don't see a dog in that team. And I'm saying dogs, guys, because I'm looking at the team that's still in the playoffs. They got dogs.
They got a guy. They got that guy.
That can.
They got that guy.
That thing for you.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's right to ask Trey to be our scorer and our dog, or you know what I'm saying. There's a lot to ask for one guy. And I really looked at this team, and I said, "Is it the city of Atlanta?" I mean, the Braves may have some. They got Acuna. They got some dogs out there. That Acuna got a little swag to him.
Mm-hmm.
But with this city, and I'm kind of concerned because I don't see any dogs on Atlanta yet. I hope I'm wrong with Bijan. I hope Bijan shows me, and I got to come on air again and say I'm wrong, Maceo. But what is it about the culture of sports where you kind of need those guys that can go in there and grind and talk a little trash, bring a little swag on the court, on the field? In Atlanta, when it comes to the sports, especially the two sports that are the top two, basketball and the Falcons, do we have dogs or do we have a nice conservative city that like to have clean-cut players? Because I'll be honest with you, Georgia got too tight because old boy went and got dogs.
Yeah, Kirby like, hey, yeah. I need all them. I need all them
dogs. If you ain't a dog, you ain't playing for the Bulldogs.
You're not wrong, Glaze, because I think it's the fear factor. Like when a guy when that guy step in the arena, you like, okay, he giving work.
Yes.
And we don't have that. We're that. Man, Hope Trey and old DeJounte can give us 20 apiece tonight. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's not that like when Steph walk in the building, it's like, hey, foul it.
You about to get that work. Even in Boston, you see them too, Tatum and Brown.
Like Tatum giving out work. Tatum is giving out work. It's funny because you look at when the United. I mean, we had Joseph. Joseph was the most feared guy in the game
when he was healthy. Man, can't do nothing.
And when he was coming, when he was streaking the middle of that field, you just knew he was going to
stood up. Everybody,
you knew it.
You knew it.
You knew it. We don't have that, and you brought up Acuna. If Acuna can stay here, I mean, because we won a World Series really without Acuna, but Acuna was the driving force of that season before he got hurt, and then we just picked up all the right pieces. But when you have to have that guy, the Falcons don't have that guy, the Hawks don't have that guy. Now, some nights, Trey feel like he can do it, but he don't do it consistently.
Yeah,
and like I say, it's not a fifth at like Trey don't walk in other arenas and folk just be like, whoo, Lord, they just don't. They just be like, oh man, that joker gone, that joker gone, yeah. So it's crazy.
It also makes sure I look at Golden State before we even start talking about the Golden State game. Somebody brought it up. I think it was AD or Mo. You got to have a Draymond that's gonna go out there and be like, I do dirty work. I got this.
Yeah,
I got this.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. I'm gonna get the boys. I'm gonna beat up on this.
Right.
We don't have that.
I'm taking the pressure off y'all, so y'all can do what y'all
go score.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be out here beating up people. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be down here doing my job, and I don't see that. And John Collins, God bless him. The year we went to the Eastern Conference Final, Maceo, he was dunking on food. He was getting the
yes, he was.
When he was broke, John, when the pockets wasn't fat, he was dunking on everybody.
Boy, I mean, he was on T-shirts, everything. He put on T-shirts.
He shooting threes. He said, I'm gonna get hurt. But I looked at the team, man, and I just saw in the last game when we lost to Boston on our home court. I was like, I don't see no dogs, man. I don't see nobody who just gonna be like, New Milwaukee. Bobby Porter come off the bench and be like, I'm gonna hurt everybody. I'm with his headband. I'm gonna give you this work.
But I wish Bobby Porter stopped wearing that T-shirt like he played for UConn or something like.
He come out there like, I don't
like man, get you one of them dry fit, man. Don't come out there in the UConn and a key Elamine, whatever his name was, with an ugly T-shirt. Like, man, get out of here, man.
You talk about Boston. That's the point guard. He the one that go out there and give you that work. He gonna be defense. He gonna be scrappy. He gonna get on the floor.
Yeah, old Marcus Smart.
Smart. That's what you see. You don't see that, and that's what I feel like. Once we get that guy to Atlanta, somebody will be like, what you need for me to do?
We're gonna thug it out. We're gonna thug it out every night.
I'm gonna fight for you. We're gonna hit the ground. We're gonna bleed. You can think about all those great things, but you go back to the Jordan years. That was that Dennis Rodman them last 3 years. Dennis said, I got this. I'm gonna get Karl Malone. That's my dude. I got him. You go do what you do, George. Score your points. I'm gonna get these boards for you. I'm gonna fight down here in the bottom. I'm waiting for Atlanta. I'm missing a dog. I want to see one. I want to see one that just gonna come out and just be nasty. Just do their thing. Just nasty talking. I don't, what? Everybody today, man, we are soft, dog. We too busy. Oh, I can't believe he talking trash. What? No, we got it. No. I hate to say it, Mace, but that may happen. I hate to say it. As much as I was on him, I hate to say it. He wouldn't be bad in Atlanta, man. I'm sorry. He wouldn't be. Everybody talking about where he going. I'm like, Dylan Brooks will take a lot of pressure off of Trey. He'll take a lot of pressure off of DeJounte. Yeah. He'd be that small forward getting that in that work. And
it's funny you say that, Clay, because like, you know, we get to see all these guys when they come in and you know, they're early enough. You can feel them.
Yes.
And that's my thing. I don't think you when we travel, I don't think DeJounte and Trey, I don't think people feel them like that. Like, you know, it ain't that mass crowd that's right there where they come out the tunnel. You know what I'm saying? Like when some of these guys, like when Dame was here, when LeBron was here, you know, every time Boston come, like we don't have that bona fide guy.
Yeah. And it's like, but you need, though, as great as Steph is, as great as Clay is, you need a Draymond. Somebody who's going to fall on the floor, get you the ball, take all the pressure off of you. Because when you got a bad guy, Mace, people boo him, and you get to be great.
And you get the lock in. They don't forgot about you because they so busy getting at him, and he hyping up the crowd. And
he mad. Right. You know why everybody was on Dylan Brooks? Because Ja didn't show up.
Yeah.
He didn't show up.
Yeah.
They didn't show up. So everybody was able to get on Dylan and say it was his fault. No. Dylan was doing everything. Everybody booed him.
They don't ask Dylan. They ain't nobody asking Dylan Brooks to score 35.
They're like, that ain't my job.
That ain't his job.
That ain't my job. I'm supposed to make you mad at me, take the pressure off of my stars, and so I can get out there and do what I got to. And you're right, Mo. And Falcons, I want to see the lineman mush somebody, push his head in the ground. Deuce, get the flag. It's okay.
Hey, man.
It's okay.
Go, man. Go get a personal foul.
Get one.
Go get a personal foul.
Get kicked out.
Go get a personal foul. Go get a personal foul. Like, dude, hey, man, go eat some gunpowder and just jump outside. You see Aaron Donald right there. Just jump outside and just smack him.
Hit him.
Smack him.
He might beat your ass after the game, but go ahead and do it anyway. You know, you might take a L in the locker, but at least you get respect in the locker room. And that's what I'm saying.
I was not surprised Ja didn't show up. I was in LA. I was there. I wasn't shocked because I was just like, man, they got to put a better team around. They got to put a better team around. And Ja need an OG.
And he need to be quiet too. He need to be the superstar he can be, man. Ja got a superstar.
But because he need an OG. Like, he needs somebody to tell him, man, shut up. Shut up.
And you know what? I got one word for Ja: floater. You don't have to drive and try to dunk over everybody. It's good just sometimes to throw a little floater and preserve your body, or you're gonna be. God bless him. You're gonna be Derek. You're gonna be hurt.
You better call Allen Iverson. Ask Allen Iverson about that flow.
You better learn how to float, boy.
That flow take 5. It take 5 years off your career, Ja. Because that flow ain't going nowhere.
Hand broke. He was getting a lot of injury because he's trying to dunk on there. You better learn how to float that ball over, man.
The flow undefeated, Ja. Flow undefeated.
Don't move. I've seen them put that flow together. It hurts. It hurts.
If it ain't moving, it ain't moving.
It ain't look, it ain't one of them cushion jump trampoline flow. That's how hard flow.
Like the church, like that one of them church floor, church down floor.
That
real
ain't the flow. It ain't cushiony.
Feel like Play-Doh.
That flow hurt. Every time I walk on that floor, I'll be like, God dang, this thing hard. It's real hard.
Hard, dog. Hard. Like, you fall on this, you breaking something.
Yeah. What you finish it up with, man?
We gotta finish one time for our coach, Derek Caldwell, man. We lost a good guy, man. He was he was a grad assistant, so he was our coach. We got Morris Brown, he community guy. Just your thoughts on old Coach Caldwell, man.
When I started at Morris Brown, I was a running back. Then I moved to linebacker. My linebacker coach was Caldwell. Yeah. And Caldwell was a joker. He was young. Caldwell was maybe 25 when he started.
Yeah. He was fresh out of college.
Yeah, he just graduated himself and he came and coached, and it was something else, man. He was a character, but Caldwell, I didn't understand what he meant to the community until now. I hate that we wait till they die to see what he meant. But what he meant to high school football in the city of Atlanta, I saw my coaches, my man at Lithia Springs, all the guys that I knew. I didn't know everybody knew Caldwell like that. Because I knew Caldwell. I always thought he was a jokester. Caldwell used to be down there playing Sega with us back in the day.
He was all in. He was all in the door. He was the weekend. He gave Miss J and Miss Amy a break.
Yeah, he was the one working on weekend. We ain't gonna say what happened because it was all fun games at that point. But man, we've lost a lot of soldiers from our teams, man, and it just hurts to see this guy. Caldwell. He can talk with the best of them, boy. He get you. He can talk with the best of them, boy. But he was one of my two coaches. Coach, he was good, and it just shocked me. I know it was. Didn't see it coming. Saw some posts about it. I didn't really see Caldwell last year, and they said that's what it was about. But rest in peace, man. You always have a part in my life because you started me in the linebacker. You allowed me to. I learned a few things from you as well. What I'm saying? I put that to mind when I was able to coach, what I was able to see from you. So, the LBs, I heard from some of my LB brothers, they called out, said, man, Caldwell gone. I said, yeah, man, he was our coach. He was the dude, he was part of the team and good brother, man. I know you know him from just the things he done in the city of coaching, you being a coach as well, man. So give me your thoughts on it, man.
It just, man, comedian.
Yes, sir.
Comedian. He kept a joke. He had the serious side, but he was gonna crack a joke, and he was one of those people who he couldn't wait to get one up on you.
Couldn't wait.
Don't do nothing embarrassing around Caldwell because he ain't gonna never let you forget.
He never let you forget it, man.
No, he ain't gonna never let you forget it. Whether it was in team meetings, in the dorm, on road trip. He was so funny on road trips, man. Him and Coach Jack. And sometimes I used to always just be like, man, I really can't believe this college football. Like
I couldn't either. What are we doing? What are we doing?
Like we need to really write a book, or we need to get some of the boys together, and we might just need to do like a little.
We might do like a little round table. I would believe the story we told you, man. So
no, you wouldn't believe it, and it's crazy because Caldwell, my funniest Caldwell story, our freshman year, it was they passed out equipment by grade by seniors. So we were scrubs. So Caldwell came to our dorm room. Me, Mel, Red, D Mills, Laricus. We sitting there. He like, hey man, look. I don't know how cool y'all are with y'all high school coach, but if I was y'all, I'd go up to my high school and go get some equipment. I was like, what? We go down there, we see the shoulder pads that they're trying to give us. Bruh, I got a phone call my dad. I said, dude, we got to go to Rita McGahee.
Yeah.
Today. Ain't no way in, but I'm not going out there in them pads.
You know what, Maceo? I hear all these guys complaining about equipment and facilities. I'm like, y'all got it good. Y'all get fresh stuff. I remember the first time we got cleats when I was a freshman. When I first started playing, they pulled out one of them buggies and say, pick your size. I was like, what? These are my shoes? They were like, yeah, just pick your size. And I was like, they were tied together. We don't get a fresh pair of shoes. They're like, no, they are fresh. We sprayed some on them. Give me your fresh shoes. That's what we dealt with, man. And if anybody was a part of that, that's why I'm looking at y'all. Oh man, these guys, they got terrible feel. Like, I don't want to sound like get off my lawn, but I can show you bad, bro. I can show you, and we still, we still play. But God dang, man.
Hey, Caldwell used to tell jokers, he was, practice me over. He like, hey, y'all got a decision now. You're either gonna go take a shower and miss the calf, and you're gonna be hungry, or you're gonna go on up there stinking and go on to eat. So
you know how many times I ate stinking dinner because I was trying to get to the calf. I stank every day. I needed to eat, man. I ain't had no budget for food. We're gonna take a shower. I'll be looking at Tyrone. We're gonna take a shower for hours. Like, man, I'm hungry. And then they're gonna have a line when we get there. Y'all better get out our damn way. We starved. Y'all had 2 hours to eat.
Well, hold on. Ty would take a shower in Herndon Stadium. He wouldn't go to the dorm.
That was I could never use that bathroom. I could never use that bathroom. I don't know what it was. I wasn't better than nobody, but that bathroom in Herndon was, and guys, you just shower and oh God, that was the worst place. That locker room was horrible. I don't even feel right talking about that. It scares me now, but I used to never go in that back. I used to get my locker stuff and run to the dorm to use the bathroom. Coach Foster chimed into my band. People don't understand, man. That thing was, oh.
Hey, man, look here. This was wild. My last Caldwell story, so we get out of here. So we had work study during the summertime. So Fred Gartrell, Derek Avery, Mel, and me. So, well, the 90, so it was 95, 94. So summer 94, my senior, 94, 95. So they were tearing down Herndon Stadium, right?
Yep.
So Caldwell was like, hey, y'all need to find a way to make some money. We were like, what is he trying to say? He was like, a lot of scrap metal down there in that stadium now.
He giving you the hustle.
No, so we done got one of the maintenance vans, drove down the hill. We done loaded like 2 lockers, 2 of them purple lockers.
Y'all making money off the scrap metal.
We rode around the corner to the little scrap metal place. It used to be on the north side. It used to be a bakery on the north side right now. Bruh, dude was like, hey, how many more of these y'all got? We were like, we'll be back. Bruh,
I didn't even think about that.
We sold every locker. Thanks to Caldwell, we came up that day.
And Caldwell used to confuse me because I used to always think coaches ain't supposed to do certain things. But that's hey, 1 second, man. Keep going, man. 1 second.
Hey, man, y'all need to think on we gonna have to do a round table. We gonna get about 4 or 5 guys on here. We gonna tell y'all some crazy stories because I don't think a lot of times folks think we be lying sometimes.
Hey, you know what, man? My last Caldwell story and what I was saying was I was sitting there and he was my coach, but he would hang out on the yard harder than we do. I'm like, is coaches supposed to be here? I'm confused. Ain't the coach supposed to? Caldwell was get harder than we were.
He was on that wall.
He was on the wall like, hey, ain't you the coach? And I was confused.
I guess he had to go to class. So
he did. He had to. That was my dude. I was like, hey, ain't you the coach? Why are you hanging on the yard talking about what you got in your what? I was confused, man. I'm not used to coaches hanging out on the wall with us. I thought, but he was hanging. He was an Omega, so he was hanging out with his boys on the plot.
He was on the plot.
He was on his plot, but
he was on the wall.
Though, I was confused. I was like, is he supposed to be hanging out with us? He's supposed to be coaching. We'll get into a story one day about the whole when we walked out because of Caldwell. That's a whole different story. But we'll talk about that later. Hey, man, we want to thank you guys. Again, rest in peace, Caldwell. I was shocked. It was shocking to see it. And rest in peace to his family and everybody. Prayers are to you guys. Prayers are with you guys. And we'll thank y'all as well. We're back. We're back every Thursday. We got stories for days. I think we played for 4 years, but we got 50 years worth of story. We got years worth of story. We story that we don't even remember. we don't even remember. Keep popping up.
We gotta do a road. We gotta do a road trip. We gotta do the time Greg folks tried to steal a lamp down there in Albany. We was almost late to the game. But they had to check everybody's bags.
We almost didn't play that game because we were trying to figure out who stole the lamp out of their hotel room.
I was just like, okay, he the only person that carried his equipment in his hand. Everybody else equipment in their bag.
Who you think got a coach?
We in college. Why are you carrying your bag like we in Little League? Why are you carrying your helmet inside your shoulder pads? He got the lamp.
Everybody was like, coach, process of elimination.
Right. And we weren't listening. We weren't gonna snitch, but we just like, what's wrong with this picture?
Coach, everybody else bags are under the car, and we got no helmet, no shoulder pad. He got here, Coach. What you think, Coach Greg? We ain't playing a damn game.
We ain't going nowhere till these people get their damn lamp.
That hotel was mad at us. We want our lamp. One damn lamp. They were shutting out. We weren't about to play that damn week for a damn lamp. We about to cancel the game against Albany for a lamp.
Only Greg folks.
Oh boy, we about to lose the whole game for a lamp. And that's what we leaving it, guys. We almost didn't play a game at Albany for a lamp. For a hotel, not even a good lamp, a hotel lamp. Y'all know what kind of it wasn't a 5-star hotel.
We done stole all the towels. They ain't care about none but that lamp. They ain't got no towels.
They're made and went and say, we missing a lamp out of
we missing a lamp.
And we know who had the room.
Every towel in the hotel.
Anytime Greg Folk or Paul Winfield was roommate, we knew there was gonna be Paul, not Paul Winfield, but Paul. We knew it was gonna be a problem. We knew it was gonna be a problem. Thank you, guys. We'll see y'all next week, man.
Peace.